How's all doing? Uh, I'm just after getting update 7 for the Atari VCS. There's a lot to go over, so we'll uh, we'll get to that now in a minute. Basically, what it's about is Atari have shown off the AMD board, the prototype AMD board for the Atari VCS. Right now, they've shown the Atari VCS team as well as other developers testing out this new AMD board for the Atari VCS, right? They've tested out the Atari Vault on it, the Atari Vault, and it's basically just a 3-day testing of the new AMD board for the Atari VCS. Okay, it's they say that this final board won't be in the final production unit of the Atari VCS. They're testing it out, and their main issue is to try to get the best out of it, to get the fastest time, the fastest stuff from it, and they're testing the thermals of the board, heat and stuff like that. Now, I'm gonna go through it in detail, and now I'm not an engineer, so the things they say, I'm not fully versed in it because I'm not an engineer. But they've shown the Atari Vault working, and they've shown the prototype. This is the first prototype board of the Atari VCS, the AMD board, and it's 8 gigabytes of RAM instead of 4, so it looks a lot bigger than the board that was going to be. But Atari have said that this won't be the final board in the final unit. This is just what it is right now. So there's going to be a lot more updates to come. But basically, Rob Witt, the whole Atari VCS team, and some outside developers are testing this new AMD board. And we say we think the Atari VCS is going to be better than what people think it's going to be. Now the Atari faithful like myself, who have backed the Atari VCS, we are going to be very happy with the Atari VCS when it comes out. Based on what I've seen. Now, I say people who know more about AMD and how everything works in a board, they would understand it and more than I would, because I'm not an engineer. But all I can say is I can't wait till it comes out, July 2019. Now, if for some reason people still don't believe the Atari VCS is going to be real, I can't convince you otherwise. I'm going to show you the screenshots. All backers of the Atari VCS will have the same information we have. You know what I mean? So, I'm not making this up. This is real. So, now, there's still a possibility that if the Atari VCS comes out, it'll be a huge failure. That might be the case, but I don't think it's going to be. I think it's going to surprise everybody. Especially the non-believers. Okay? So, now, I know I'm going to enjoy the Atari VCS because I'm an Atari fan. The Atari Vault in itself is more than I want. But the Linux PC experience that it's going to give me will be in addition to the Atari Vault for me personally. So yeah, it's going to give me more options of what I can do. I'm going to be able to do stuff on my Atari VCS that I can't do on my Xbox One or PS4. That's the way I want it. So to the people out there who've backed the Atari VCS, the Atari faithful like myself, you'll have the same information I have, and we should all be very happy of what's happening. And like I say once again, a thank you to all my Atari fans out there. We made this happen. Our love and loyalty for Atari didn't go away. We stuck with it. So say thanks very much. So there's still a long way to go, but this is update 7 of the Atari VCS, right? So again, I don't understand everything that he say. But from what I do understand, I'm highly impressed. Okay. Let's get it out. So yeah, so this is a prototype of the AMD board for the Atari VCS, and they say that this won't be in the final unit of the Atari VCS. It's just a 3-day testing period for the Atari VCS team and the other developers. So yeah, we'll just get to that now in a second. Okay. So once again, I'm really looking forward to getting the Atari VCS. I've been waiting for Atari to come back for about over 20 years. So yeah, like, great stuff. More options, you know. But if people hate Atari, they're gonna hate it. So it doesn't. I don't know what to say, you know. Okay. Just getting stuff up on my phone. Okay. Okay. So all the backers of the Atari VCS, they'll have the same information I have. So you see that update 7 for the Atari VCS, right? Atari sent this out to everybody last Wednesday. Okay. At 2:05 in the afternoon. Okay. So so I'll just read it out to you. Okay. Behind the scenes with the Atari VCS team. Okay. Hello backers. Today we're happy to be getting back to you with all with a new update. We know the community is hungry for updates, and we would love to share as much as possible, as often as possible. A lot of what we are doing is still highly confidential, and we appreciate your patience as we continue working through development. Atari VCS milestones on both hardware and software. Sorry if it sound like a fucking retard, but you know that's the way it's worded. So whoever typed this out must be a fucking retard as well. But basically, that you get the gist of what that is, right? More on that shortly, but first some basic housekeeping. Now that we have ended the official campaign and entered Indiegogo's in-demand phase, things work a little differently. While new backers can join and new pledges can be added for the pre-order products, we are not actively promoting the Atari VCS and are putting all of our time and resources towards building an awesome product. Okay? Existing pledges are locked in, and backers' information has been transferred over to our partners at BackerFit, where your orders have been consolidated under individual backers' accounts. Hold on. Very soon, Backer Kit, which acts like a post-campaign customer service arm, will be reaching out to all backers via email to get everyone into the next phase of this campaign. The BackerFit team will verify contact and shipping information for each of you, and and be sending a detailed survey about your experience with the Atari VCS campaign. Okay? Sorry if I sound like an arsehole, but that's the way I'm just reading it out to you here. Right? Please take the time to fill out the survey as it provides the Atari VCS team with valuable feedback. We also hope that you will all elect to keep the collaboration going by responding to additional surveys between now and launch. Those who participate in the survey and others to come will be eligible for a random prize drawing as we get closer to the actual launch date. We're not sure what the prize is yet, but promise to make it something special, something great. And now let's hear a little about the project status on Atari VCS. Okay, so right, here we go. Right, medium behind the scenes Atari VCS Midsummer Hardware Summit. Okay, I'm going to read this out here. Right. The Atari VCS project team recently came together for a 3-day session to review the latest progress of the hardware and software development, and we want to share some of the behind-the-scenes scoop. Having designed, engineering, OS, UI, UX games, and strategic partnerships teams all under one roof, working and iterating together always yields fantastic results. We even invited some of our external partners to play some Linux games on our latest AMD test board. Okay. As always, we can't reveal everything that is going on at this time, but we will share as much as possible without discussing anything too sensitive. This is our standard obligatory disclaimer due to competitive concerns and are subject to the various non-disclosure agreements that we have in place. Okay, now I'm gonna I don't know. Can you see that? This is the Atari VCS test board. Okay, 2018. Can you see that? Okay. And it says the Atari VCS 1.0 hardware system prototype. Now, to the non-believers out there, if you can't accept this, then I don't know what easily accept. If you still think it's a scam, there you have physical proof of the system prototype. It takes time, fellas, okay? Now, it still might be a big pull of smouldering shite when it comes out. It might not be on par with the Xbox One, but I think it's going to be fucking awesome. I think it's going to be awesome, okay? But it might be a big smouldering pile of shite, but it's going to be real, fellas. It's real, okay? Now, I'm sure there's fellas out there that will try and say, this is fake, this is fucking done in Photoshop or this and that. It's not, fellas, okay? Okay? Right, so I'm going to read more, okay? So the Atari VCS 1.0 hardware system prototype. Okay, our prototype VCS hardware is a custom AMD development board with the Bristle Ridge processor and 8GB of RAM. The first thing you might notice is the size of the board. It's actually about 18 inches wide, far larger than the actual VCS boards will be. These test boards are extra large to allow the system engineers full access to the capabilities of the board, including extra sensors and features for testing that will not be on the final production boards. Okay, here's another picture of it. Okay, so it's gonna be a lot smaller than that, It's just so they can plug in controllers and different things, ease of access, and it has a fan there which will keep it cool, So the Atari VCS test board, courtesy of Advanced Micro Devices 2018, okay? Now, okay, I'm going to read more, okay? So just another look. You got all the Atari VCS backers will have the same information I have. Okay. To me, it looks real, you know. Right. One of the most critical aspects at this stage is calculating thermal load under various power draw scenarios. The VCS engineering team ultimately needs to determine how much horsepower they can fit under the hood, given the planned design and dimensions of the Atari VCS. The goal is for the AMD APU to run as fast and with much consistent power as possible without overheating inside the Atari VCS cabinet. Okay, so they're testing it so it doesn't melt and other shit like that, you know, from heating on. Our engineers are currently tackling the thermal solution task by studying it from two directions. One, empirically, whatever that means, by tackling actual power measurements and recording performance on the AMD boards, and two, analytically, right? They're them two words, right? That one, okay. Analytically, right? Okay. Through thermal modelling of various operating scenarios, these power measurements are fed into various thermal models to validate and increase confidence in the simulation results. Okay. So there's Rob White and the gang, the Atari VCS hardware testing and demonstration. Okay. Michael Arts there and all, the whole lot of them. The guy with the glasses is the engineering guy. The body head fella is Rob White, I believe. Okay, so the full enclosure design of the Atari VCS needs to accommodate and vent all the power and heat the silicon can handle, and the team will make countless adjustments as necessary before final production begins. From there, the team will further optimise for cost, size and performance. Sounds complicated, it definitely can be. It's a highly iterative refinement process. I think I fucked up that word. Can't mean either. That takes time and lots of testing and in iteration to get exactly right. Okay. But what about okay. Right. That's the Atari VCS hardware on it, right? Okay. Okay. Moving on. We would never forget an update about the Atari Classic joystick and the Atari Modern controller. The engineering team is working with our partners at PowerA are making the controllers to finalise the industrial design and hardware functionality. Okay. For those who are unfamiliar, PowerA is one of the industry's leading third-party console peripheral makers with experience making high-quality licensed controllers and accessories for all the major game systems. They are massive Atari fans and creative product engineers who know what modern console gamers like and expect from their gear. Okay. For the Atari Classic joystick, the team has been exploring the much requested paddle integration. Right? Not about the paddle controllers at the roundhouse, you know. And we are hopeful that we will be able to 100% confirm this upgrade sometime soon. For now, the official word is that the new joystick still functions as it has been depicted thus far. Okay. And there's the old school Atari joystick and the new one, you know. An old friend in the studio 2018. Okay. The Atari Modern controller. The Atari Modern controller is compatible with and based on PowerA's Xbox One PC controllers, with the primary difference being the inclusion of wireless Bluetooth to the VCS. Aftermarket Xbox One licensed controllers are all wired to the console, as Microsoft keeps the wireless for themselves. Since Xbox controllers will work for PC, we are able to use them for testing behind the scenes. We'll wait for new iterations of our dedicated versions. So, in the screenshots, you're going to see them using Word Xbox One controllers because that will work on it. Okay, until the wireless controllers are made. So, if fellas are going to say, look, they're using fucking Xbox controllers, yes, they are, because the Word ones are compatible with it. Okay. There's no fucking scheming or going on here. PowerA are making the controllers, right? And the Word Xbox controllers will work on the VCS. But until the actual model controller itself is finished, okay? Right. Okay, where was he? Yeah, we're able to use them for testing behind the scenes. We will wait for new iterations of our dedicated version. Sculpting and colouring of the Atari model are being finalised so that all the finished pieces will look like a family. They all look similar, like, you know. The hardware team is also working with PowerA to finalise the battery options for both the classic joystick and the model controller to get the biggest, most efficient and longest lasting power supply into the housings, while balancing costs and other manufacturing considerations, basically making sure everything looks and feels awesome together. Hopefully living up to the high expectations we all have for the project. Okay, so there's the Atari VCS playing Centipede with the Atari valve. Now see, the wires are going into the board. You know, and that's a Word Xbox controller, and you know it's connected to the screen. See all the wires going into the board. There you go, fellas. You know, he has a controller plugged into the board, and he's playing Centipede for the Atari vault. So if you can't believe that, well, there you have it. Okay, so again, if you hate it, if you don't believe it, I don't know what to say to you, fellas. But there you go. Okay, now games and apps, right? So what games and apps did our engineers show and share as demos at the recent summit? There was Atari Vault, of course, plus numerous third-party Linux games and several video streaming apps running on the Atari VCS hardware in full HD. Brilliant, right? Many favourites are already running well and are non-optimised AMD test boards in the lab, with many more being tested all the time. These include a variety of test titles such as Rocket League, Terraria, Basketball Classics, Borderlands 2, Bro Force, Smugglecraft, Dropsy, Banner Saga, Shadow Warrior, and several others, okay? Okay. The business development team is in conversation with many large and small studios, publishers and content providers about getting their games and entertainment into the VCS store. And there's a lot of excitement around these discussions. So this is Smugglecraft. Right. Okay. We are eager to share more about specific games that will be available on Atari VCS as we get closer to our 2019 launch date. In the meantime, we hope to first release more details in the next month or two about how the Atari VCS SDK and developer program will work. In addition to the games library, the Atari VCS team is working on getting standalone apps up and running for some of your favourite video and music services. These will include fully integrated video and music services including Twitch, Netflix, Amazon Video, and Amazon Music, YouTube, Spotify, and others. Fucking awesome. You know what I mean? You can't get them on the fucking Switch. Now, so, again, The Atari VCS, partner demonstration. There's the board right there. I mean, so there you go, fellas. If you don't believe that, I don't know what to say it is. Um, you know, so that's where we are now. Thanks for reading. We know we don't always answer every question people have, but we do always endeavour to provide as much interesting new information as we can. The Atari VCS launch is a short year away, and a lot can and probably will change as the team continues to refine its plans. We sincerely appreciate your trust and faith in Atari, and can't wait to tell you more when we can. This project is really for you, the loyal fans and backers, who continue to support and appreciate the challenge and the process of bringing Atari back to the living room. Yes, Atari are back. That's thanks to us. We are committed to getting this right for you, our passionate community, and we will. Onward and upward, the Atari VCS team. So, that's it. That's update 7 for the Atari VCS, right? Now, I am really excited. I can't wait to get my Atari VCS. It's going to be awesome. And, it was fans like me, that grew up with Atari, stuck with Atari, the innovators, the pioneers of video games, to the people out there that are still saying now that it's a fake, it's a scam, well, you've seen the pictures for yourself, so what can if you still don't believe it, I don't know what to say to you, right? So, again, see the words going into the board, right? And words going into the screen, right? So, now, it's gonna be fucking awesome. I have no doubt about that in my mind. But this will really only suit Atari fans, I guess, and there's millions of us. So that's it, update 7 for the Atari VCS. I can't wait to get it, and as soon when I get more updates, we'll share it with you, right? So that's update 7, right? I think the Atari VCS is gonna be awesome. It's gonna give us more options of what we want to do. Awesome. The power way of making the controllers. So it's all about getting the speed and making sure the thing doesn't overheat, and the testing of other games and stuff. So there's still a long way to go, but that's where they are right now. So I'm sorry if we sound like a fucking idiot while I was reading that off, but I think I got the information across about what's in the update, and we can't wait. So, if you are watching, if you want to give me a like or anything, go ahead. But that's update 7 for the Atari VCS, and I've been waiting over 20 years for this, and I can't wait. Will it take top spot in gaming? No, I don't think so. It has a long mountain to climb. Now, I'd love it if it could, and I hope it does. I'd love it if Atari came out and it took top spot. But I don't think so. I think Microsoft and fucking Sony and Nintendo, but who knows? The Switch came out and it beat the Xbox One, the PS4. So, anything can happen. We have to wait and see. But I don't think so. But it's going to really appeal to Atari fans like me that have been waiting for a long time, that have stuck with Atari through thick and thin, and it's our money, it's just that's making us happen. That's what they said. So yeah, it's gonna happen. It's gonna get made. It's gonna be awesome, in my opinion. So, but there's still a chance that it could be a big fucking failure. It's all gonna depend on the games at the end of the day. Because if a system's gonna be great, it has to have great games. Okay, if it doesn't have that, if it doesn't have that, it's not gonna be great. But I think it will have great games. The Atari Vault, like I said, I'm an Atari fan. So the Atari Vault is good enough for me. And then I can't wait to get it. I really can't wait to get it. So that's it. That's update 7 for the Atari VCS. If there's anyone out there that has any information that I don't have about the Atari VCS or anything like that, go ahead. But to the people that are still calling it a scam, that don't believe in this, one thing, it's not a scam. If it was, to be not, it's not a scam, fellas. You know what I'll be looking at. You just don't want to believe it. You know what I mean? That Atari are back. What's wrong with that? You know what I'm saying? Like, all companies do shady shit and fucked up shit. You know what I mean? It's all about. So anyway, that's it. Right? I'm gonna end the video. Right? So thanks for watching, and come on, Atari. We did it, fellas. The fellas that backed it. You know what I mean? That believed in it from day one. There you have it. So thanks for watching, and as soon as I get new updates about the Atari VCS, I'll make a video about it, because I'm really passionate about it. You know what I mean? Because like I said, us stuck with Atari through thick and thin. Loyalty, you know, that's what it takes. The pioneers of video games. Okay, so Atari are the best in my opinion. You know what I mean? If it was for Atari, things would be different in video games. Would they be better? Would they be worse? I don't know, but they would be different. Okay, so thanks very much for watching, and that's it. Take care, bye bye.